Hello, in this video I will configure a DHCP server on 3 devices in GNS3. The devices are a Fortigate V7.6, a Cisco 7200, and a Mikrotik CHR 7.16. Let's start with right side. I will booting all devices to save time. This applies to all devices. Before we configure them, we must first determine their IP address. I will add the IP address for Mikrotik. You can configure it by entering the router menu and writing the IP address, enter, then add, or by entering the global configuration menu and entering all commands without navigating through the menus. Adder means IP address and int means interface. Make sure you didn't put the wrong interface. In Mikrotik, first we must add pool to determine the DHCP range you will configure. A DHCP range is a set of IP addresses that a DHCP server can assign to a device when it connects to a network. This helps avoid IP conflicts and makes managing network addresses easier. After configuring the pool, you can now configure the DHCP server by adding the name, interface, and address pool that you have already configured. Don't forget to set Disabled to No to activate the DHCP server. Now we will check by writing print on the DHCP server. If the configuration is active on the Number tab, then the number will be visible there. If it is not active, then X will be visible. On VCPS, we try to get a DHCP client by writing the IP DHCP. DORA means that the client has successfully obtained an IP from the server. Then we will try to ping each other. It's successful. Next, let's move to the Cisco 7200. As before, we have to configure the IP address first. Always check the interface. In Cisco, you can check the interfaces by typing show IP int brief. After configuring the IP address, you can activate the interface by typing no shut or no shutdown. Then you can configure DHCP server by IP DHCP pool name pool. Put network based on interface that you want to add DHCP server. And default router IP address to avoid conflicts between server and client IP. You can also type DHCP excluded address to prevent server. Give that address. You can put the IP excluded address for printer, scanner, etc. to help you if you encounter a problem. I think it's the same thing as IP ranges. If you don't want to put excluded addresses, that's okay. The default DHCP server will be /24. Check the DHCP server that you have already configured by typing show running config pipe. Include IP DHCP. As you can see, there is a configuration pool and an excluded address. Now we will try to assign a DHCP server to the VCPs. Yes, it's Dora. Now we will try to ping each other. Oh yeah, I forgot you can also check the DHCP binding for all clients who connect to the server by typing show IP DHCP binding. You can practice this yourself. Let's move on to the last device, Fortigate. First, I will add the cloud to connect to the GUI. I will configure it using the CLI, but I will also tell you where to find it in the GUI. To configure the interface, type config system interface. If you want to view all the information, type get port or get port number. To check the configuration, type show. Since port 1 is used for the GUI, we will configure port 2. If port 2 is DHCP, you can't configure the IP address. You have to change it to static by typing set mode static, and then you can enter the IP address. You can configure DHCP server by typing conf sys DHCP server. Edit to add new or edit DHCP server since slot 1 is used for Fortigate. I will configure slot 2 by typing edit 2, then set interface that you want to add DHCP server inside of DHCP server. You can configure range by type conf IP range. Set start IP and NDP. Don't forget to add mask and default gateway, IP router. Now we can check our configuration by enter conf sys DHCP server and show. Let's try to get DHCP client on VCPs. As you can see, we get IP addresses inside of range. Now we will try to ping each other. Is successful wait. We failed when try to ping Fortigate device. I think because of policy on Fortigate. Let's configure them. Oh wait, it's not here. I remember there are allow access on interface. Here you can checklist list on ping to enable ping access. Now we try to ping its success. We also can configure allow access on CLI. Here I will unset allow access. And as you can see, VCP is unable to ping Fortigate. As I said before, I will show you where configuration in the GUI. You can enter interface, then scroll down, enable toggle for DHCP server. It more simpler than CLI. Thank you. For more details, check the description.